Welcome everybody out to podcast number 337. Today we're going to start recording the Takt Production System, the second edition. Stay with us.
This is the Elevate Construction Podcast, delivering remarkable content for workers, leaders, and companies in construction wanting to take their next step. Get ready to step out of your comfort zone with Jason Schroeder as he encourages you to do better, live a remarkable life, and expect more. Let's go.
Welcome everybody. Tonight tomorrow for you, we are beginning the recording, and this is free, just as a reminder, of what I call the Takt Production System. And this is Takt Planning and Integrated Control. This is the second edition from the book Elevating Construction Takt Planning. And so I'm going to record this and get to a point where we're at about 18 to 30 minutes and record sections of this every night. And here's why. I have plenty of content. There's plenty of topics. We're jamming. I've got interviews lined up, but this is such a crucial moment for us. We've got 36 people per class for the Takt certification courses, and it's scaling like wildfire, and we need to get this information out. So this is the second edition of the Takt book that Spencer Easton and I wrote. And so I'm going to give it to you right now, and we'll do that every day until it's done. So this will probably take about 2 weeks. So I really, really hope that we keep all of our podcast listeners, because there's great content in here. It applies to construction. It actually applies to everything that we do. So here we go. So I'm going to record this. Usually Katie records the books, but I'll do this with some feeling and some passion here, and really just take you through it. So welcome to The Art of the Builder, the Takt Production System, second edition. The Art of the Builder, the Takt Production System, a fable and instructional guide about creating stability and flow in projects with the Takt Production System, supported by Last Planner and Scrum. Written by Jason Schroeder with Spencer Easton, edited by Joan Wilden. Our acknowledgements. The first edition of this book was a lean rollout, a minimal viable product provided to the customers, and it worked. We received a lot of great feedback on how the book should be improved, and we have included that feedback. Our initial efforts sparked a YouTube channel, Takt certification training, and the creation of a new company called LeanTakt LLC. The best part of this is the willingness of others to rally and help us make it better. Many individuals have provided articles, information, visuals, suggestions, and even coaching on a weekly basis to get us to our next step with Takt. Our knowledge has increased tenfold over the past 4 months, and we are excited to share that with you. Future editions of this book will portray the expertise that can only come through awareness and experience. We will keep expanding, simplifying, and improving content. We acknowledge and appreciate those who are helping us on this journey and extend an invitation for others to provide insights and help as well. Before we include some shoutouts, we offer a bit of advice. If any of you are waiting to start your channel, your podcast, your book, or your mission, please stop waiting. Nothing is perfect, and a journey with the customer at your side may be just the starting point that drives us forward to scale Takt planning and any other respectful and better system throughout the world. Can you imagine where we will be in a few years when the industry begins experimenting and refining this to a collective science? We predict it will be remarkable, and our hope is that we can trace the uptick of construction productivity to the time when Takt and flow systems became mainstream. So here's a shout out to all the change makers out there helping us in our journey and with this work. Adam Hoots has been instrumental not only in expanding the fable, but also including concepts surrounding capacity and time buffers. He actually edited portions of this book and expanded the concepts with his own writing. In fact, he created many of the tracking metrics at the end. Adam is a lean practitioner working as a project executive and part-time consultant. His passion is elevating the trades, and he certainly is doing that not only with his focus on capability and capacity, but also in his training, support, and influence in our industry. Thank you, Adam. Felipe Engineer-Manriquez, a true lean expert, trained Jason on Scrum and elevated his understanding of the basics of lean theory and management. Felipe added content to the Scrum section for this book in addition to a general review. He is an inspiration. He hosts a podcast, provides training, is writing and collaborating on multiple books, works as a full-time executive, and is an LCI Congress Team Scrum Master. He is a friendly competitor who motivates us to go faster and do more. If you want to know about anything Lean and specifically about Scrum, you need to reach out to him. He provided insightful and crucial feedback for our first edition, including the honest opinion that it needs work. This was both humbling and motivating and provided a driving impetus in prioritizing our second edition. Felipe, you're an inspiration, and our desire to keep up with you is elevating us in ways we did not expect to achieve. Hal Macomber, a well-known Lean expert and highly respected professional, has provided encouraging corrections on key Lean concepts, such as clarifications on the river of waste, and provided other industry resources such as IGLC articles about Takt that have elevated this work. Hal, thank you for being a positive voice. It means so much, and you are fueling our progress. Marco Binniger, the co-creator of Takting, has quadrupled our understanding of Takt by sharing his experience in simulations. Both Marco and Janosch Duhly educated us for a number of months on Takt and their research findings. Marco is especially well versed in the three-level development of Takt plans and currently implements Takt at Weissenbergerbau in Germany. He and Janosch have been on a Takt journey for over a decade and exclusively use Takt planning and Takt control as their construction management system for planning and control. There are too many concepts to mention that they have provided us. Marco, we not only appreciate your time, but also your expertise, your kindness, and your willingness to scale up Takt as a gift to the construction industry. Janosch Duhly is so wildly intelligent, any description does not do his brilliance justice. Janosch currently works at BMW in the construction management arm of the company. This global arm is responsible for building their facilities around the world with Janosch as a leading world expert in Takt. At the end of 2021, he will be finishing his doctorate degree in Takt Production and Construction. He has a front row seat since BMW also uses Takt time in their manufacturing processes. He and Marco have contributed to this work by sharing the science, formulas, and full theory of Takt that they, along with others, have published through the IGLC that we have referenced in this second edition. He has expanded our understanding of buffer management and the application of takting. Janosch, you are brilliant, and you have elevated our content by sharing your talents. Fabien Font is a Takt planning practitioner and has been since 2009 through hundreds of construction projects and a French lean construction author. Since 2018, he has been the CEO of a project management software company called Timoti, which provides support and an application for Takt planning. Fabien and Julie Tourelle have taught us specifically how to do a risk analysis ahead of finalizing the plan, so there is proper buffer management in the system. Fabien, thank you for sharing your work, providing feedback, and having a reasonably priced service with support for Takt planning. You are making a difference. Charlie Dunn read and reviewed the manuscript and offered advice to be more supportive and loving in our approach with CPM. He encouraged us to talk about details and data instead of approaching it from an emotional standpoint. Charlie has been instrumental in connecting us to industry experts, as well as bringing new approaches and technologies to our tool belt. He is an inspiration for prefabrication and is a true lean professional. Charlie, thank you for your continuous coaching. You're like the dating service of lean. We imagine if you had a website, it would be called leansingles.com, a website dedicated to connecting lone lean learners together to collaborate and network together. Your genius is in connecting industry professionals and scaling up information. Great work. Thank you to all of you. You are remarkable, and we love you. Jason Schroeder and Spencer Easton. Why? Anything and anyone great should compel us to find out why first and then how. Why did we write this book? We wrote this book because most construction projects do not finish on time, because there is a better way of running projects, because the success of the cost, quality, and safety of a project is ultimately determined by the execution of the schedule. What are the implications of an improperly scheduled project? Disrespect for workers and the families of everyone involved in the project, both of which are unacceptable. If we want to bring respect back to workers and keep family time sacred, we need to bring flow back to construction through correct planning and scheduling practices. Results are interconnected and dependent on one another. We wrote this book as a call to respect people and to respect resources, qualities too seldom seen in the mad rush of current construction practices with our outdated and ineffective techniques. This book is intended to save lives, care for workers, train leaders, and preserve families. Additionally, this is the definition of lean that we espouse at Elevate Construction. Respect for people and resources, stable environments that create flow, total participation through visual systems, and continuous improvement and fanatical quality. Takt planning is a strategic, logistical, and tactical initiative in creating a stable environment. How can anyone continuously improve in a chaotic environment? How can stable environments be built with the exclusion of deep and abiding respect for people and resources? To bring this respect, training, and preservation back to construction, we have to get the formula right for lean. We have to bring back stability, which allows for respect and continuous improvement. We have to bring flow, and Takt does this. Here is the vision statement of LeanTakt LLC and this book. Purpose. Number 1, to reverse the productivity decline in construction. Values. Number 1, flow. Number 2, scale information fast. Number 3, fail forward. Number 4, increase education. And number 5, results driven. Mission. 1, to scale takt planning throughout the United States and beyond, and enable project teams to run projects in a stable way with respect for workers, enjoyment among the project team, and in a balanced way to support families. Dedication. This book is dedicated to workers, leaders, and families. The only reason, and we do mean the only reason, we began Elevate Construction as a company is to bring respect to workers, train leaders, and preserve families. We have seen firsthand projects where workers and foremen love coming to work, projects where bathrooms and lunch areas are inviting and where there is a flow and a general sanity to the way work is done. These environments improve humanity, and this is our goal. Until you comprehend that our mission is about people, you will not understand our mission. So how is takt planning and takt control tied to remarkable environments? Glad you asked. In our experience, only takt enables the visibility, control, and capacity the team needs to create remarkable environments. In the absence of this, you see burdened teams, overworked leaders, unreliable supply chains, unstable amounts of material inventory, broken families, unsafe and poorly run projects, dirty environments, and jobs without the most basic of human dignities, such as a place to use the restroom and eat lunch. At its worst, projects are unsafe and harm or kill people. This book, our time, our financial commitment, and our mission is dedicated to you, the wonderful work you do, the project leaders who have good intentions and just need help, and the families that will benefit from better run projects. We promise to use the very last of our time, talents, and money to make a change in construction for you. Preface by Jason Schroeder. In this book, we attempt to control true CPM and better support Last Planner and Scrum as we elevate takt planning and takt control. It was our assumption that this would upset some people and cite some pushback, which is fine if it drives change, but we would love to take this journey with everyone. Saying that a fork won't work for tomato soup is not an insult to the fork or the soup for that matter. In a like manner, saying that True CPM is not a standalone project management tool or scheduling system that will serve you well alone is not an insult. The problem with speaking up may stem from the fact that true CPM has been structurally incorporated into so many systems, cultures, and processes that going against the grain might offend someone's position, relevance, or education. It would be our hope that anyone in that position would join us rather than feeling attacked. Additionally, we're going to be as forward as possible in our manner and language throughout our quest to better the industry and to protect people. The criticism of the current methods is not because we don't know the system. I am a career superintendent proficient with P6 and CPM, and Spencer is a professional expert, both qualified and certified scheduler, and has made a living creating and managing CPM for years. We know the system and we know the drill. Therefore, we know the best way to be supportive of something is to use it in its right place and in the right way. Tact has been indispensable in my life. I have always finished projects on time, and I realize now it's not because I was good at CPM, it's because I have always, and I do mean always, paired tact with and ahead of CPM by making sure tact created flow first. Tact has brought sanity to my schedules and has preserved my family and respected workers in my care. I started out slowly, using it mainly for interiors. After learning how German and French experts and companies use tact on projects, I began experimenting with exterior flow schedules and eventually scaled the system to hundreds of projects. I have relied upon the principles I learned from the Pentagon renovation to build my own unique system. I created my own version, experimented and implemented it, and designed my own way of aligning terminology and additional insights in my journey. As such, I humbly consider myself a tact pioneer and creator, and as such, I write this book with some authenticity and authority. I want you to know directly from me that this system is the way. It has made me, and I know if applied correctly, it will make you. We have included everything you need to know to begin your tact journey. You can find additional resources at www.leantakt.com and www.youtube.com through our LeanTakt channel. We are also available for training and consulting. But this book alone, if it does what it's intended to do, should give you a spark, a start, and the motivation to begin your own tact journey. This book is the first of its kind, and its aim is to extensively cover tact planning, and we hope to convince as many as possible that the system is akin to magic. So if you believe in magic, this book is for you. If you have ideas, concepts, stories, or feedback that could be useful for future revisions, please send them to us at jasons@elevateconstructionist.com or by phone at 602-571-8987. We look forward to hearing from you. If you provide meaningful feedback to improve this book, we will do a 90-minute intro session with your company for free. So this is the first 18 minutes of the Takt Production System book. So we will see you tomorrow, where we will read the rest of the introduction and then get right into the fable. On we go.
Please join us next time in elevating the entire construction experience for workers, leaders, and companies coast to coast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to share with your construction colleagues and help us spread the word by rating, subscribing, and leaving a review on your preferred podcast listening platform. We really appreciate it. We'll catch you next time on the Elevate Construction Podcast.